Hi guys, what's up? This is Doctorian, and I know it's been a while, but as promised I want to give you guys the Moonkin guide. The Resto guide is coming up pretty soon as well. The Fury Warrior is on his way as well. It's been a while. I'm busy leveling all my chars to level 100 so I can make guides for you. I still need to raid. I still have a very busy real life as well, so I'm trying to pump out as much videos as quick as I can for you guys. But here we are, Moonkin. Let's dive into it. Talents. Level 15, default 1, feline swiftness. Increase your movement speed by 15%. It's really good. Displace beast is situational use. It teleports you 20 yards forward. If there is a situation, you can use this. You need to teleport. You need to get into cat form really quick, especially on Mythic. I can imagine this is something you can use. But default is feline swiftness for the run speed. Level 30 is serious gift. Heals you for 4% of your maximum health every 5 seconds. And if you're at full health, a random nearby injured ally will be healed instead. Always good. Renewal is in really good oh shit heal, but since we can heal ourselves with rejuve and with healing touch, we really do not need it. Your serious gift would be better. Sorry. Level 45. Furious Swarm, Mass Entanglement, Typhoon, pick whatever you like, okay? I like the Typhoon knocking stuff back and interrupting it. Pick whatever you want. Level 60, discussion time, oh my god. Various websites, various things. I'm going with Incarnation Chosen of Alone. I know I'm going against the grain. And the reason is, I'm rocking at level 100 with Euphoria. And with Euphoria, you feel deeper connection to the stars, reducing your balance energy cycle time by 50%. Additional, your lunar and solar empowerment also reduces the cast time of the affected spells by 20%. So, basically what Euphoria is doing is like, your eclipse time is 50% shorter, but you're also 50% faster in. And the casting time of Wrath and Starfire will be reduced by 20%. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. 20% less casting time, that's a lot. So, a lot of websites saying right now are suggesting you should rock with Soul of the Forest at level 60. And I'm like, no. I was talking to some high geared moonkins, doing some high mythic rating, and basically, I would suggest going with Incarnation Chosen of Alone, an improved moonkin form that increases all your spell damage by an additional 15% for 30 seconds. That's pretty strong. 30 seconds, 15% damage increase is really strong. Soul of the Forest, however, increases the damage bonus of from lunar and solar empowerment by an additional 15%. Now, here is where we're gonna kick off. Because we use Euphoria at level 100. And why are we using Euphoria? Because the 20% casting speed reduction and the moving in and out of Eclipse fast. Okay, we're fast in Eclipse and we're fast out of Eclipse, so it has those benefits. You're switching very fast, but also being in Eclipse very fast. So what is happening and why am I not rocking with Soul of the Forest? Is because when I cast a Starfire right now, it would take me 4 seconds to get into a lunar eclipse. That's fine. It's 4 seconds. So from 0 to 100, that time is not a eclipse. I'm not in eclipse. I'm getting into a eclipse when I'm reaching that 100. When I'm getting all the way here at the bar. Then Soul of the Forest kicks in. Then I'm moving down to 0, and once I'm reaching 0, that takes 4 seconds. Then I'm out of eclipse. Then I need 4 seconds to go into an eclipse, because going to the sun eclipse, to the lunar eclipse, of solar eclipse, sorry, takes 4 seconds to get into solar eclipse. So from so the first 4 seconds I'm not in an eclipse. Then Soul of the Forest kicks in. Soul of the Forest stays for 4 seconds. Then I'm out of eclipse. Then I need 4 seconds to get into the solar eclipse. So for those 4 seconds I'm not in a eclipse. Then I'm in the solar eclipse. that's for 4 seconds. Then I'm out, and then I'm out of Eclipse. So for 4 seconds, Solve the Force worked, and then it stops working at 0, and then it's not working for another 4 seconds till I reach the lunar eclipse. So switching so fast in and out eclipses, I'm going to be a lot of time in Eclipse, but also a lot of time out of Eclipse. And that's why Solve the Force is not as good as Incarnation Chosen of Alone. However, if you're not using Euphoria, which I strongly recommend you should pick, but if you're rocking with Balance of Power, you align the power of the moon and stars, so you direct damage spells, re-energize your damage over time effects. Your Starfires extend the duration of Moonfire by 6 seconds. Your Wrath extends the duration of Sunfire by 4 seconds. Also increases the damage over time of your Moonfire and Sunfire by 10%. That the dots are prolonged. If you get more time on a dot, it's pretty cool. But also the damage over time is pretty nice. 10% over a dot is pretty good. But then a eclipse is 8 seconds. It takes 8 seconds to build up, but we're in Eclipse for 8 seconds instead of 4 seconds. Then Solve the Force is better. But you lose 20% casting time. We got 20% less casting time when we using Euphoria. And we're in Eclipse a lot faster. So when you're using Balance of Power, you should rock with Solve the Force, because you're going to be so long in eclipses that those 15% bonus damage from lunar and solar empowerment are really kicking in, are going to be better when you're using Balance of Power. But your casting will be much slower. So since Euphoria is for your casting speed is kind of necessary right now at this gear level, right now Euphoria is really good. 20% less casting time is, especially on cost like this, Starfire is 2.82. When I'm getting into Eclipse, it's gonna be like 2.4. So that's 0.4 seconds of my casting time. That's a lot. That's almost half a second, guys. So Euphoria, if you're going with Euphoria, which you should right now with the gear level we got, Incarnation is better, because you're gonna be so fast in and out of Eclipse. Solve the Force is not really gonna help you, because when I'm going from in 4 seconds. If I'm in lunar eclipse, when I'm reaching eclipse, I will refresh my Moonfire. That takes a second, global cooldown, and then it's like one Starfire, one Starfire, and then I'm gonna be out of the eclipse. So the Solve the Force gave me one Starfire, and then it's gonna give me like when it reaches 100 at the solar eclipse, it's gonna give me like one Sunfire and 2 rods, and then I'm out again. So it's not gonna give me that much. So Euphoria with Incarnation Chosen of Alone is the best combination right now. However, if you're going with Balance of Power for some reason, then you pick Solve the Force. So it's the combination you have to watch out for. Do I have long eclipses? Solve the Force is better. Am I using Euphoria for a shorter casting speed, but I'm shorter in Eclipse? Then Incarnation Chosen of Alone kicks in. And right now Euphoria is a go-to talent right now. With the current gear we have, so Euphoria plus Incarnation Chosen of Alone, that's why you should use the level 60 Incarnation talent. Level 75, pick whatever you want. Level 90, Dream of Scenarios is really nice. Lunar Peak and Solar Peak also causes your Moonfire and Sunfire to heal injured ally for, in my gear right now, 14.4k, pretty good. Well, like I explained already, level 100 Euphoria right now is the one to go to, together with Incarnation. If our gear changes and if there is a situation you rather have Balance of Power, pick Solve the Force. Glyphs, if you're going into an heroic dungeon, or any dungeon basically, pick Guided Stars. Your Starfall and Sunfall only hit targets affected by your Moon and Sunfire. If you don't, it's gonna pull everything in 40 yards. Really annoying in a dungeon. However, in a raid, I don't want to dot everything and then start AoEing. No, I want to start AoEing, then dot shit up. So, for raiding, throw it out there. Glyph of Rebirth is pretty good. Players resurrected by Rebirth are returned to life with 100% health. Glyph of Stampeding Roar is always good. Stampeding Roar increases 30 yards increased. It's always pretty good. And If you're going into fights with a lot of magical damage and no physical damage, Glyph of Moon Warning is pretty good. Moonkin form no longer grants you bonus armor, but instead grants you 10% increased maximum health. So, bonus armor does not work. Magical damage. Bonus armor does not work on magical damage. So if you have a lot of magical damage in the fight, 10% HP will be better. But against physical damage, bonus armor is better. So swap those out. Okay. That's basically how we work with talents and glyphs. Sorry. So how do we rock this? Stat priority, before I forget. I almost want to dive into the rotation. I'm sorry. Stat priority. Damn. Sorry, it's really early when I'm making this video. Another wake yet. Well, basically, intellect is your main stat. It's kind of like a duh. More spell power, more damage. After that, crit and mastery right now are battling for the second spot. Mastery is pretty cool, increases the maximum bonus damage from an eclipse by 41%, since I have 41% mastery. So every point in mastery you have increases the bonus damage of a eclipse. I'm really sorry. But crit is also really nice, chance for an extra effectiveness on attacks and heals. Basically it makes our spells crit, do more damage, but we also get our Star Search procs. I will get to that in a second. These are really important, I'm gonna let you know why. So crit is pretty important as well. After that, haste is gonna kick in, increases attack speed and spellcasting speed and energy regeneration. It's the spellcasting speed we want. After that, multi-strike comes in. I don't have any multi-strike, I just do not have it on my gear, just bad luck. But crit mastery is what I'm going for right now. And after that, it's versatility, increases damage and healing done by 5.2% because I have 5.2%, and decreases damage taken by 2.6. So yeah. So what should you watch out for? Your main stats are basically crit and mastery right now. After that, it's haste. Multi-strike, yeah, it's nice. Versatility, it's not interesting. Neither is multi-strike that much. You want to go crit. Crit and mastery are basically on equal terms right now, and after that it's haste. So, rotation. How do we work this badass? Moonkin is really good right now. They're a good DPS class, and like you can see in MMO Champion or other sites, they're not getting buffed right now. That means they're in a good spot. You see other classes getting buffed, it means there's something wrong with it. But the Moonkins did not get any buffs. I think maybe they did at the start of what, I'm not sure, but right now, over the last couple of weeks, they did not receive buffs, and they're a pretty good class. They're really good DPS class to bring for your raid. How do we work? We have our two cooldowns, Incarnation and Celestial Alignment, but the most important thing is Star Search. Now, it's not like Mob, you would throw this out whenever it procs and have a good old time. No, what does Star Search do for you? Instantly causes 13 to 17.9k. That's in my gear right now. I'm item level, what is it, 637. Damage to the target. Benefiting from your strongest current eclipse bonus. That's really important. Benefiting from your strongest current eclipse bonus. Also grants lunar and solar empowerment. Based on the current balance energy side, which increases the damage of your next 2 Starfires or 3 WODs by 30%. Maximum 3 charges do we have right now. It's a 30 seconds recharge. So what does this do? If we fire you off a Star Search and you're in Lunar Eclipse, you're gonna have 2 Starfires which have 30% bonus buff. When you're in Solar Empowerment and you use Star Search, you're gonna have 3 Wraths with 30% bonus damage. That's really a big deal. So we don't want to fire these away like we did in Mob, but when do we want to use them? We don't want to use them in the start of an eclipse. You want to rock this baby when you're at least above 60% energy. The higher energy your bar is, the more damage, the more Starfire, the more damage Star Search will do, and the more you benefit from it. So that 30% damage will be the same, but the higher you are to your Eclipse, the more damage Star Surge will do. So, when we're going from Eclipse to Eclipse, we want to pay attention on how much energy we are before we use a Star Surge. We only are 3. If we can't get those Star Surges back by critical strikes, gives us the Star Surge back, and otherwise if we don't crit, we have to wait until it recharges. So we have to be very, we have to pay attention when to use them, and you want to use them when they're at their best, at least on 60% energy either side. So how do we use it? We're gonna pre-pot. Well, I don't have I'm not gonna use pre-pot right now. I'm gonna kick away my flask, by the way. So I just had a flask up from the other raid. So basically, what we're gonna do? You're gonna pre-pot on 3 seconds. You're gonna pre-pot, and then you're gonna use Incarnation, Chosen of Alone. You're gonna do that. Then you're gonna cast Starfire. Then you're gonna use your other cooldown, and then you're gonna dot them up. And now I'm gonna use Star Surge. I'm a little bit slow. I'm sorry. Then we're gonna use Starfire. I have 2 stacks right now. There's 1. There's 2. I want to keep an eye on this timer. It's almost running out. I want to refresh before that buff runs out. Here we go. I have another 2. I just got Star Surge back. I'm gonna refresh my dots at 100% energy. And now I'm entering Sunfire. I'm waiting with Wrath. Hey, now I'm high on Wrath energy. Now I'm using a Star Surge. Now I'm gonna spam those Wraths. There we go. And now I'm gonna enter. I still had a proc left. Now I'm gonna use Star Surge again because I'm high on energy. And like you can see, I'm waiting to use when to use Star Surge. Hey, I'm on high energy, and I'm gonna refresh my dots when I'm at 100% energy. I can squeeze one in there. I'm gonna use 1 Starfire. Gonna use a Star Surge again. I'm gonna refresh my dot. And this is how I roll, guys. I'm gonna take this risk. It's a little bit late, but still doable. Here we go. Refresh those dots. And then we're rocking that 15k DPS in my gear. That's alright. That's alright. Now I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna wait. Gonna use that Starfire. There we go. And I'm gonna wait with the Star Surge. When I'm on high energy, I'm gonna wait for it. I'm high. I'm gonna use it. Refresh the dot. It's all good, guys. It's all good. This is basically your moonkin right here. And if you plan ahead with your Starfire stuff, you're gonna have a really good time. You're gonna have those awesome moments, and you can plan ahead. Like, I'm gonna have some extra spare time now. I'm gonna use a Starfire without the buff. That's good because I want to use it on high energy. I want to use that Star Surge. That's how I roll. Now I'm gonna save that one. Sometimes I'm just looking at the energy bar. How fast am I? Did I wait a little bit too long on a certain Eclipse? But now, hey, I still have that buff, so it's all good. Like you see, I can save one of those charges if need to, if it comes that way. Especially during movement or something. Right now I'm like, I could have finished that. No, I'm still gonna switch over. I'm gonna save that one. I'll save it. So I can use those Wraths. So plan ahead, guys. Plan around this situation. When I'm gonna use what? Am I gonna save a charge? I'm gonna use them, both of them. This time I will. And here we go. Nice and easy. It's not a really, it's not a hard rotation at all. And now my cooldowns come back up. So yeah, that's how you rock. I'm gonna let it tick out. This is the moonkin for you guys on a single target rotation. But Dark, what about multi-target? Multi-target, if you're at 2 or 3 targets, you can just multi-dot, okay? Have a good time, just multi-dot and keep on your single rotation. However, if you're over 3, you're gonna drop the Star Surge, and you're gonna, instead of Star Surge and Starfall, are sharing the same charges. So when you really need some AoE, that's basically 3 or more. It kind of depends on what kind of 3, but if you basically on 3 targets or more, especially more, you want to use your Starfall. So then you're gonna drop out the Star Surge, and then you're gonna use Starfall instead. Starfall will just AoE everything. A lunar spell that strikes enemies within 40 yards, deals 1.6 to 1.8 arcane damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. 1.6k or 1.8k in my gear right now, maximum 3 charges, 10 seconds. So basically you can roll them out. If you have 3 targets or more, you're gonna just stop using your Star Search, continue your single target rotation, dot everything up, dot your targets up with Moonfire and Sunfire, and then use Starfall instead of Star Search, and then you're gonna have a bloody good time because the AoE of a Moonkin is so strong. Seriously, we're one of the strongest AoE classes right now. So yeah, that's the Moonkin guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next upcoming is the Restoration guide. After that is the Fury Warriors coming up. I'm leveling a Prot Paladin right now. I know I should make a Feral guide, but I don't have a lot of Feral experience yet. I might do that. I might not. I think there are some players who are better at Feral than me. I never played Feral really well. I didn't play Feral for a very long time, so I have to get used to it. Maybe I will make a Feral guide. Otherwise, Resto is coming in. Fury Warriors coming in, Prot Paladin's leveling right now, it's all good. I'm having a blast in the expansion. I hope you guys do as well. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you like my videos, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let me know down below in the comments what you think of my guides. I thank you guys for watching. Have a great time, guys. And have fun and Wallace the Drunner. See ya.